See, continuously, the southern states, especially Tamil Nadu, has been neglected by this Modi minority government. We've been asking funds for our phase 2 of our metro rail for the last 3 years. Till now, a single rupee is not been given by the union government. We have sent proposals for Coimbatore and Madurai metro rail. Our Prime Minister had a roadshow in Coimbatore. He had a roadshow in Chennai. But he's only a roadshow Prime Minister. He doesn't want to give any money. Even now, it looks as if Andhra Pradesh is getting 16,000 crores. While technically 35,000 crores is going to be completely as a gift in the name of flood relief. Whereas for Andhra Pradesh, 16,000 crores for the capital, new capital Amaravati, is a guarantee, loan guarantee. That means Mr. Chandrababu Naidu can take loans from other banks for an amount of 16,000 crores. But he has to pay the interest, he has to pay the principal. So again, the minority Modi government is also cheating Mr. Naidu. I'm sure Mr. Naidu will be aware of it. The implications will come out very soon. This is a minority government, so anything can happen.
Today morning, when the Chief Minister released a video regarding this, he spoke about this is politics by the BJP and this is because Tamil Nadu people did not vote for them and they are taking revenge on...
See, in fact, when our Chief Minister took oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, he said, I'm not only for the Chief Minister of people who voted for me, but also for the people who didn't vote for me. I'll perform in such a good way that people who didn't vote for me will feel bad. Why didn't we not vote for Mr. Stalin? Today, his government is cutting across people, whether voter or not, ensuring that the schemes are. In fact, we have a skill development scheme introduced by the union government. They are training 20 lakh people a year. We have the same scheme in Tamil Nadu introduced by our CM for MK Stalin. We are training 15 lakhs. A state with limited resources is able to train, skill 15 lakhs. A union government is only able to do 20 lakhs. Divided amongst the state, 32 states here, just imagine how many people per state. This shows that they are really not into it. They haven't learned the lesson. People have made you a minority because you never performed. The last 10 years, it was your narrative. The narrative you wanted us to believe. Nothing happened. You are dividing the country in the name of religion. People do not want that. That's the reason. The same constituency of Ayodhya, you could not win. Reason is that, in fact, it is a proud moment to say that how you divided the country in the name of Ayodhya. People are watching. People of Tamil Nadu will never forgive and forget. They are watching you. The reason you are not winning here is because you are trying. This is divisive politics. We will not accept you. But irrespective whether the union government gives the funds, our Chief Minister MK Stalin said, we will continue with all the projects in Tamil Nadu and can make sure Tamil Nadu continues to be the #1 state in India.
So the Chief Ministers of opposition states have boycotted, most of them have boycotted the Niti Aayog meeting. But there's also Mamata Banerjee who said that I'll go there, register my protest, and if they don't listen to me, then I'll walk out.
So I think what she's trying to, she's trying a different way. Because she's saying that why should we have it named Niti Aayog? It was Planning Commission. Why are you changing all the names to Hindi? See, only 46% of population speak Hindi. The remaining population speaks other languages. Look at a country like Europe. It's got many countries speaking many different languages. No one is forcing one particular language to be there. Now, yes, Hindi is an official language, not the national language. We have respect for Hindi, we have respect for every other language. Do not impose. Why are you naming all the laws in the Hindi? Is it necessary? You have the right to amend the constitution. You have the right to amend the laws. You could have amended the IPC and added any new sections or withdrawn any section. As if you've done some miracle. You've taken away the British colonial system. Are you really taking the British colonial system away? Then why don't you remove the governors? Governors are also a leftover of the British colonial system. You can do away with it. It suits you, you take it. So if it comes for us, it's tomato chutney. If it comes for you, it's blood.
In the posters that you put up today, you say Tamil Nadu is giving so much in taxes, but we're not getting anything back. Recently, a Supreme Court order categorically said that the state's powers to get revenue should not be hampered by the union.
No, you are misinterpreting. That is for the mining revenue. Mining revenue. So Tamil Nadu is the mining resources. No, see, for every rupee Tamil Nadu gives, we are getting 26 paise back. For every UP gives, it gets 3 rupees back. Every rupee Madhya Pradesh gives, they get 9 rupees back. Why is that? We are being penalized. We are a developing state. We are ensuring education is there. We have eradicated poverty. We are number one in that. We are ensuring employment is taking place. People are educated. The more people are educated, they are going to highly trained jobs. We are making country proud. States make the country, India, proud. States make India strong. Do not weaken the states. The moment you weaken the states, you will weaken India.
So Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar has urged the government to once again submit an authentic copy of the Shah Commission report regarding the emergency period in India. The BJP is taking up this emergency thing once again very seriously, and they're talking about it again and again. And DMK was also, in fact, affected.
See, yes, DMK was affected by emergency. In fact, after we opposed, including our leader, CM M.K. Stalin, my father, his father, all the senior leaders went to prison for more than a year. Later, Mrs. Indira Gandhi apologized. She apologized publicly that emergency was a mistake. Then we went forward. People of India elected her back. So people's verdict is the most important. What about the emergency happening for the last 10 years? Let's talk about those emergencies. We have the ED, CBI, income tax, going against only the opposition. When Praful Patel is the opposition, he is accused. He is a criminal. But when Praful Patel joins BJP, he becomes innocent. Similarly, Ajit Pawar, he is a scamster. The moment he joins Alliance, he becomes pure. That's what he said, washing powder, Nirma effect. So these people, again, the Vice President has to be neutral. All along we see the Vice President is only swaying towards the BJP. He's being loyal because probably he wants to become the President. He wants their support to become President, so he's asking all these questions. Am I right?